Okay, let me ask you, America. This is how you know you have to think for yourself. Is your beliefs based on what you personally believe and thought of yourself, or is it fork fed to you through media and what somebody else told you is the truth? Because if you're not willing to look up the truth yourself and let somebody else tell you and dictate to you what truth is, then you don't know the real truth. You know what somebody else told you. And that's how most things work in society, whether you're black, white, or whatever color skin is. Mostly in the black people, you know how the relationship usually end in accusation of cheating, usually end where they usually say, start off by saying gospel, usually say, well, the words of the street said X, Y, and Z. You base your reality on what somebody else told you instead of you actually going out and find out the information yourself. So you leave this woman because somebody told you through some mysterious grapevine that this was going on. You denied this kid because somebody on the grapevine told you this X, Y, and Z, and then turned out the kid was actually yours to begin with. So all that crap was nonsense. See, this is what's going on in real life. This is what's going on in real life. People are taking the word of somebody on the grapevine, telling you what to think, and you going along with it. The media does. I call the media from the time very beginning. I always said the media is nothing but sharks. They are nothing but sharks. They cannot be trusted to tell any kind of facts, except for the facts they want to throw at you to get you to believe. People don't realize that the Democrats are the ones who had our slaves to begin with, and if they do know that, they'll say, "Well, it's different now. They are not the same Democrats from yesteryears. Wake up, people. They may not physically enslave us, but they mentally brainwash us into believing a lie." That's why I'm never a Democrat or Republican. I am whoever is who I think is the best candidate. But mostly conservative. I usually lean towards the more conservative side because they tend to tell the truth. Well, this guy does, but nonetheless, he's maybe a jerk, but he's not a racist. I'm still waiting on anything for him to do something racist. I haven't seen that yet. All this talk about how he's a Nazi, he's a Hitler. I haven't yet seen him do any Hitlerish things yet. I didn't think Hitler had an ideology. Because I don't see him taking concentration camps and gassing folks who may or may not believe in what he has to say. Is he doing that? No. I wonder if people even know that Hitler was a socialist. Yeah, but you know that Hitler was a socialist, not a fascist. Fascism comes from Italy, not from Germany. You need to get your facts straight. You're just calling anything because you don't even know what the meaning of anything is anymore. Because y'all call everything racist. You call everything bigot. You call everything homophobic. You call everything. Y'all don't even know the definition of racism is anymore. Y'all just call everything racist just to cover your butts. The air is racist. When you start calling climate change racist, you have totally lost all meaning of the word racism. Y'all totally lost. Y'all don't know what racism is anymore. It used to mean discriminating against another race or hatred towards another race. But no, not anymore. It's whoever disagrees with you is considered a racist, especially if they have a different skin color than you, which would make you racist. Usually, when you measure racism like that, that usually makes the person who does it the racist, not the other way around. But fact of the matter is, this so-called, now there is racism, but it's not as prevalent, and it's not the cause of all of our problems. The real cause of all of our problems is us. If we know the names of every person killed by a white cop, then there's not that many people. The matter is, I'm not saying that all their deaths was just necessary. No, I mean, some of their actions could have prevented their deaths. Like not resisting the cops, Ron, that might help you. Not pulling a gun on a cop. Not reaching for anything. We all know that leads to getting shot. Um, we all know that leads to getting shot. I don't know why people think that doesn't lead to getting shot. Every time somebody does that, they always get shot. I don't know why people do that. They gonna survive. About three cases, 3 or 4 cases of all the people they complain about were truly unjustified shots. Now I'm gonna say this about the Trayvon Martin case. Okay, let me tell you, nobody knows what really going on, so I can't make a judgment on that one. You can't side with George Zimmerman because and you can't side with Trayvon Martin because neither one of them. Trayvon Martin's is dead. Okay, he can't tell his side of the story. George Zimmerman is the only one alive, so the only story we can base it on is his story, and we know how reliable that is. He's a suspect. He turned out to be kind of a jerk. But still, we can't rely on one person's testimony alone, story alone. We don't know what happened. The only people who know what happened is George Zimmerman and Trayvon Martin. And that's why it was so hard to convict them too, because they were by themselves. There were no witnesses to corroborate anybody's story, whether justified or non-justified. He had no business trying to go after him by himself. He wasn't a cop. People say he was, and there's reports that say he wasn't. We don't know what to believe. The 911 call said that he wasn't a cop. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, none of these people should have died, but that does not necessarily mean that their death was unjustified. Just because it wasn't necessary doesn't mean that they didn't make actions that led to their deaths. They didn't do anything that could have. It seems like most of these police brutality cases were the fault of both parties being dumb. Okay, most of them were being dumb, and most of them were just cops. Some of them were just the cops. Very rare was the cops, but usually most party it was both people being overly zealous, or one of them fighting too much, and the other one being overzealous. And with that combination leads to death. Which means that it had nothing to do with race. It just had nothing to do with the cop being too going a little overboard. So this time, people want to see black people not go to jail, try not committing crimes. You talking about you oppress your own self. You commit 93%. 93. I would say less than that, but nonetheless. Most of the violent crimes happen because of black people. But let's ignore that fact. Oh, that's irrelevant. No, it isn't. It's just as relevant. You claim that all your Black Lives Matter. That's just important because you know how to fix it. Okay, you know what the problem is, you know how to fix it. Called accountability. No, but everybody's focus wants to be on if it's a white person. If it was the other way around, nobody would give a crap if it was a white person get shot because they're all racist. The real true reading of racism, we all become racist now. We can't be racist because we're black. That's bull crap because that's not the meaning of racism. Racism is if you have any. We already explained to you what racism is. It's a discrimination thing. It's a hatred of one person's skin color. It doesn't say which one specifically. It says a person's skin color, hatred of a person's skin color, or a group of people based on their skin color. And that means white people can be white people, it means Mexican people, it means black people, it means Asian people, it means anybody can be a racist if they follow that definition of racism, unless you have some weird definition of racism I did not know about. I spend a lot of time thinking. That's what I do. I think. I use my brain cells. Okay, I think. I don't just blindly follow. And if people ask me why am I conservative, because I don't blindly follow everything I'm told. Now I voted for Obama the second time because there was no other good candidate. Sorry to tell you the truth, because if there was, I would have voted for him instead. I was not Obama follower. I didn't trust Obama. I'm sorry to say, oh my God, a black person didn't trust Obama because he must not be a. What has he done besides give us universal health care? If that, I mean, it's not really universal health care if everybody don't have it, can't get it, or can't afford to get it. I mean, I can't afford to get Obamacare. That's weird. I can't afford to get Obamacare. It's too freaking expensive because I'm paying for people who can't, who are living on it for free. That's why I can't afford it. The premiums are too high because we're subsidizing. It's too high because we're paying for other people who can't. Text. People who get Obamacare who don't necessarily qualify for the free. That's what they're actually qualifying for, to pay for somebody who does qualify for the free. The people who do qualify for the free, again, their health insurance is paid for by the people who don't qualify for free and have to pay tax on top of that. But people complain about doing that. That's weird. If it was somebody else doing it, they'd be complaining about it. That's the hypocrisy of this world. Democrats have enslaved our brains now instead of enslaving our physical bodies. They're enslaving our minds. They're enslaving the minds of those who can't think for themselves. Literally, that's just basically what it is. They can't think for themselves. Think about this list of demands this BLM activist leader said. She basically boiled down this whole entire list into, we can't help ourselves. We can't. It's like that song, Can't Help Myself. We need white people to help us because we don't need, we too weak, stupid, and dumb to do anything ourselves. That's pretty much the synopsis of that entire list. White people give me stuff. Okay, technically speaking. It's the most racist list I ever seen in my entire life. Anytime on yeah, racism exists. It's being added to by black people who are extremists. The extremist left, the black people on the extreme left, the radical ones who hate white people for no reason, because they believe that somebody's oppressing them besides themselves, but they believe somebody's oppressing them and keeping them from doing what they want, even though it's probably themselves in their own mindset, their own brain is enslaving them and oppressing them and keeping them back as though what's going on in their head because they don't believe that God can get them to do anything, so they're impressing themselves and they're believing a lie. I usually let this thing go 10 minutes, but okay, I'm gonna end it here. Please like and subscribe, and Mike T.